And I know He watches.
Come on,
He
come on with it,
watches
Sharon.
me.
All right now. All
I
right.
sing because I'm
happy.
happy. I'm Justin before
Go
octaves.
ahead, don't go.
I sing because I am free. Oh, night is on the liberty sparrow. And I know He's watching. I know He's watching. I know
Sing that, girl.
He's watching me.
All right now.
Just wait till I get more. But God's gifted, and I'm still, like I told Tammy, I'm sold out for God because I was, and I'm still crazy.
Okay.
She was a lot crazier.
But I was crazy. I mean, man cave, child, I was right up in there too. What?
I did that at the funeral.
Did you?
Wow.
Yes, I know you tore it up.
I sang that song at the funeral.
Yeah, I know you tore it up. I love that song. That's what kept me going. Because I would look up, like I told Sean.
That's your mother's song.
Not you.
That's your
No,
mother's
you go.
song.
Crazy. What that kept me bonded? Because I would sit there and I say, you know what, God? And I would talk to myself. And God, and I do that daily.
Yes.
It keeps me staying from
Let's sing a chair.
You have to have an anchor. And my anchor was from heaven above. I said, you know what? I feel like I'm alone, God, but I know I'm not alone.
No.
But my last name is Sparrow, and His eyes is watching the sparrow, and I'm watching right back at you, God, because that's what I have to do to maintain sanity.
You hear everybody?
And that's how, as I delivered the mail, and I'm just practicing and singing and seeing myself happy to myself.
This is a chunky monkey.
When you walk through the storm,
I used to sing
hold
that.
your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. For at the end of the dark is a golden harp with the sweet silver song of the Lord. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be dark and torn. Walk on, with a little hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Wait a minute.
I used to sing that at church.
The bad one, wasn't it?
That was my church song.
But that you said you don't walk alone, that's what you're not alone.
Yeah.
Definitely never.
You'll never walk
I
alone,
came to
Jack.
that realization, but at some
You
moments
know
in
that.
life, you just felt alone.
Yeah, you are sure lonely. You felt lonely.
But there's a difference in being alone and being lonely. There's a big difference in being alone and being
You can be lonely in a mass of people.
A mass crowd.
That's
And
right.
lonely.
You feel more comfortable now?
Yeah.
Right?
I was comfortable then. I guess,
Really, sister? Overburdened with good feelings. It's like busting out all over.
You can't believe it's real.
Just busting out all over.
And that's what I said to her last night. I said, oh, these emotions are going to waver and go up and down over the course of the next 2 weeks. This is a lot. First of all, like, okay, I found my mother, found out what's happening. Okay, found my family. Because last night she was standing, and this morning she said to my husband, I got a brother. And I'm like, okay, calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. And she was, and my daughter wasn't home last night. She came in this morning, and she came home. She said, "Mommy," she said, "it's on Sharon, all right?"
Yeah,
She's so happy.
Yeah,
what happened? I said, "Oh, child, since you left on Sharon and found her brother,
Yeah,
her aunts, her uncles, her cousins."
One,
and she said, "Wow."
not even 8 hours.
She said she was so worried. She said, "I didn't want to be here." When you know, when you find
I got him.
and everything is just like
phones was ringing.
And yeah, we were on the phone all day. You would hang up with one person and the next person. Somebody stand up, right?
Everybody.
Oh my God! And like she said, the reception. It wasn't like somebody called. Missy, when she called this one, she said, "Girl," she said, "my phone been ringing all day saying, is it true? Is it true? Is it really true?"
Yes.
She said, because people were saying, "Well, I heard Aunt Joan had other children.
Yeah, all of that.
Is it true? Is it legit?
Yeah.
Is it right?" And Missy said, "I told him, yeah, it's legit. It's right." Yeah. So yeah, I mean, when you receive
And let me
people
show you
and
how
like
the
that,
Lord
it's
works.
great.
Let me show you how my master works. Alhamdulillah. He said that when Betsy, my sister, wrote that obituary, people were saying, well, why did she put them two names down there? She's only opening up for any worms. A lot of people say, well, who is, people didn't know.
That's right.
She said that.
Them children?
She said that.
Who are them children? Who are they talking about, Sharon and Adrian? But if it didn't be for that, two names, you wouldn't have been able to reconnect with them.
And she said that. She said that people was there. She said, "We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later." She said because they started asking, well, who are these people?
Yes.
And where did they? Where are they?
All because, see, like you said, all that time. All that time. And listen.
Good 25 years.
But it was such a blessing for Beverly to be able to tell Sharon, "Look, your mother never forgot about you. She asked about you. She asked people, and she said that she said the girls would come and find her, and she would hope and pray that they would find her."
Your mother's spirit.
Yes.
What brought us about.
Oh, Misha,
yes.
but she's
Her spirit.
Yeah, I believe that.
Brought this together.
I believe that.
That's what did that.
Yes,
I
My
believe
sister was a
that.
loving person.
because that's what I said this morning. Like I was in the showers and I was talking to her. I said, "Look at you." I said, "You had to die to bring us together."
Dig it.
I said, "I'm sitting here looking for you while you're alive, but you work miracles in your death." I said, "That's awesome, God." I said, "That's
And
nothing
that
but God."
was the biggest thing I kept saying is, "Oh my
But
goodness."
that's God. I said, "That's nothing but God." I mean, that was constantly in my head. That's
I'm not as
spirituality.
religious as I should be. Wait a minute, you see, because, you know, Nam and all that kind of stuff, I'm very spiritual, but I'm not as religious as my family. My grandmother would slap me in my face right now if she heard me talking in this manner. Some of the time, you know how they say, by faith, not sight.
By sight.
You know, so a lot of times now I question things, and I'd get knocked
You wasn't
down.
supposed to question.
Never. You don't
No
question.
question.
Well, that's what got me where I'm at, because I question everything. And I questioned for a long time. And I spent a lot of years in church. And a lot of things just didn't line up for me. And I questioned a lot of
You
stuff.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like, shoot. I'm telling you, one time I was speaking out there, we was in the pizza parlor or something, and a lot of postal workers in there. And one dude stood up and he wanted to fight me. He wanted to bring some violence on me because I was just kicking out a question. They don't talk about my Jesus like that. You know, but I just threw out. I mean, because like, for instance, I tell people, what denomination are you in? They say, are you Protestant? You know, I'm Baptist. Oh yeah, I see you read the Bible, right? They say, sure. I said, what Bible do you read? Oh, King James. I read King James. I said, oh really? You know anything about King James? You know where I'm going in it. You already knew I was up to it.
Yes!
You knew I was up there, right?
Yes.
And I said, do you know? And I used to drive the bus for the seniors when I retired. I retired in 89. And I started 4 years driving. And I tell them, old sisters, do you know anything about King James?
You know who he was?
The biggest faggot in the world. You understand? The fervent homosexual. And then what did the book say? King James Version. So?
And it tells you. And that's why I said, you know, the Bible was written in Hebrew.
Come on!
How do you half of the words in Hebrew cannot be translated?
Ooh.
So it was interpreted by the man who rewrote the book. So when you read, you know, people often say, oh, Muslims, what do they know about Muslims or Christians? We believe in Christ. We believe in Christ. So when you don't understand, you ask questions. But people don't know. When you translate something, my reading something and my version and interpretation is not going to be the same as yours.
Right.
And if we come from different worlds, we're not going to see it the same. So when you start picking up books, even with the Quran, there are several versions of the Quran.
Yes, sure.
Who translated that? So you need to know. Same thing with the Torah. But you know what? A wise man told me a long time ago, if you ever have a question and you need an answer, you should be able to go to the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran and find the answer in those books. Because those books all line up.
See, I just learned, what is that, the concordance or something when you read, and then you look.
And you look it up.
My father used to always, like, say, a certain time of the day, I'd call the house. He said, you know, I'm studying. Him and my mother knew, they would study, you know, and they would sit there and not only just read something, they was go and you know, back, forth, cross-checking. Cross-checking.
And that's how you see, but when I went into the Nation of Islam, that's the first thing they taught us. Don't believe it because I told you, research it.
Do it.
Research it. Don't believe it because it came across the Nation of Islam.
They had Singles Day last week. They said administered.
Well, they are tearing him up now.
But he's talking about them Jews.
They are tearing him up now about Gaddafi.
Yeah.
They're tearing him up about, because they hooked up now with Scientology.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh,
he said that.